It's under the paper, Signature Aperture Radar Doppler Tomography by Filippo Bondi. And if you scroll down, Jamie, you'll see an image. And this image is of the Osiris shaft, which shows that they got an accurate depiction of that from space.
That's not true.
From satellite. It's not true.
No.
So what are you saying, that they're lying?
They're lying.
Right here.
They're completely lying.
But if they're showing, using these techniques, things that we know that you discovered that absolutely exist.
Now, these techniques, as I told you, scientists said that these techniques cannot show 600 feet under the pyramid. The Osiris shaft that I found was only 50 feet
right, but
under
it's
the
showing at least for 50 feet that this is accurate. What makes you believe those scientists rather than these guys from Italy?
Because the scientists are scientists.
Well, these are scientists as well.
They are not showing their techniques carefully. They have not.
What do you mean they're not showing their techniques carefully?
Take the techniques that they said and show it to any scientist. No one can tell you this is accurate. I ask it every person who knows about radar, ultrasound, all the people work with me. The Scan Pyramid project, they said this is bullshit. It cannot happen at all. Now, tell me.
So you're telling me that these scientists that are proclaiming the capabilities of these satellite tomography devices that are saying that they can see kilometers into the ground with this stuff.
That's not true. I did.
Are you sure?
I did.
Do you understand the technology?
No, not me.
So
but
you're just listening to other people.
Scientists who are in this field.
Have you talked to these scientists that are saying that they have these discoveries?
I made a press release.
But did you talk to them?
I did not.
Why not?
Because they did not talk to me. How can I find them?
Would you be willing to talk to them?
Of course,
I
am.
Connect you to them?
Yes,
okay, I'll connect you to them. I'm just interested, if new technology becomes available and they figure out a way to look into the ground and you discover things, especially if they discover the Osiris shaft and it turns to actually
be accurate. They did not discover the Osiris shaft again.
Okay, you discovered it, but they used their technology to show an accurate depiction of the interior of the Osiris shaft.
The Osiris shaft
is that true?
No.
It's not.
The Osiris shaft.
The images that we showed, is that true?
The Osiris shaft is known to everyone.
Right.
It can be seen by
everyone.
When
they turn their equipment on the Osiris shaft, it shows the actual interior.
Maybe, I don't know, but this is 50
Let's
feet.
Look at it again.
But they're talking about 600 feet.
I understand, but if it can go 50 feet, why can't it go 600 feet?
Now I am again.
Do you know?
Again, I'm not a scientist.
Right, so why are you dismissing it, though?
I gave what they published to a scientist, and they said that's not true.
Okay, but scientists are wrong all the time, particularly ones that are biased.
Then what I did, I made a press release.
Okay.
Explaining my point.
Yes.
And I said, my work of the second pyramid, that the base of the pyramid is 28 feet of solid rock.
Right.
And there is no way that anything can be happened in the solid rock. And I explained...
I think what they're saying is it's underneath the solid rock, correct?
Let me finish. And I said, your techniques that you published in this magazine is not refereed by scientists. You just published it. And number 3, the team that working in Giza with all these new techniques, they said, this is wrong. They know.
The team that's working in Giza with all these techniques, what do you mean?
We have the Scan Pyramid team.
Right.
They're working.
But you understand this is different technology.
I understand, but they know about this technology.
But have they used this technology?
No, they said this technology cannot work, cannot show 600 feet under the pyramid at all. This is what they said. And this is why, if the Italians were confident, they could contact me. Okay. I'm the pyramid expert that anyone should...
Well, we'll make sure that happens. But listen, if the stone is 20 feet thick, the solid stone at the base, that's correct, right? And you said Osiris shaft is 50 feet. That means it can see past 20 feet, right?
But how can
So you could see through the stone and see... I mean, what they're showing
but the Osiris
repeated
shaft,
over and over again
the
is
Osiris
these
shaft,
images.
the Osiris shaft is open.
Right.
It's not covered to see.
I understand.
You can go and you see the Osiris shaft down.
Right.
Everyone can see it.
But the interior is not open. And the interior is
But
visible.
you can see the interior.
But you can't see it to the exact dimensions the way these tomographic images show it, right? If they're using this technology to go 50 feet under the ground to get an accurate depiction of the Osiris shaft.
I am not a scientist.
I understand, but this is my question.
All
why
the expertise.
Why would you dismiss it if you haven't looked under there?
Because I told you, it is not me who can dismiss this.
What does it say, Jimmy?
This is the link to the original article, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
There's their names. The very first sentence says that
The
due to the
problem with
poor
it?
penetrating action of electromagnetic waves inside solid bodies, the capability to observe these distributed targets is precluded. And then they had to come up with an experimental. It says experimental results are estimated by processing the SAR images into something else. And so I think that's the disconnect I'm hearing.
Yeah, I don't understand the technology, but my question is, we know how spectacular the pyramids are. We know how spectacular just the base of it, the fact that it's carved into solid rock. Why would you not think that maybe other spectacular things exist even below it?
I told you, I am not this type knows about the science. I consulted the team, the top in the world, from Japan, France, and Egypt.
Who are these people?
They are the scan pyramid team.
Okay, the scan pyramid.
Yeah.
The ones that found
Exactly.
the chamber above.
And they are working with me. And we found many other things in the second pyramid and the third pyramid. And we published this.
Right.
We just published an article
I
last
understand.
week.
Using different
Then what I am
techniques, right?
saying, if these techniques that these two Italians are correct, the only people who really can tell you it's correct or not are the scan pyramid people, not me.
But the scan pyramid people, aren't they using different technology?
But they know about technology. They are the top scientists in the world. I have to believe them, not the two Italians.
Yeah.
And if the Italians are really correct, they could come to talk to us, not me,
Well,
to talk to me and others.
I will definitely try to connect you with those people because I know that Graham Hancock and Brian Mararescu have been in contact with those people. And they're open-minded about it. They don't know what's going on down there, but these images are repeated over and over and over again.
Fine. But
It's fascinating either way.
Okay.